In America today, do you feel that women still need to fight for equality?
Yes.
Why?
Chili, guess what? What? What happened? Tell me. Oh, didn't you hear in the news? Are you talking about another YouTuber? Didn't you hear it? Come on, it's everywhere. Oh, okay. Yes, yeah, I did hear it in the news. Yeah, I saw it on the news. She got a new late night show, right? Yeah. So what? What do you mean, so what? Is it because it's not bad news? You don't want to hear it? Like, what the only people only care if it's bad news? Hey, before you leave, Araceli. What? What are you gonna tell me now? Don't forget, if you're gonna do it on YouTube, you better put a nasty thumbnail with that nasty title, okay? No one gonna click. We'll see. Well, hello, you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed that mini skit. I wanted to make lighter of the situation because I think it's funny how, yeah, good news is never popular for some reason, and we need to stop doing that. Whether it's our fault or not, who knows? Whether it's an algorithm, I don't know, but I hope you guys thought that was funny. It just thought in my mind, I was just like, because I was like, is anybody really gonna care about this? But one thing that I will say is, first, I want to talk about the positiveness, like I always say, okay? Today on Chelly's Mental News, we're going to be talking about how Lily, okay, Miss Superwoman, transitioned to TV and she got a new late night show. Woo! Kudos to her, kudos to her, kudos to her, because she's a woman, eh? Woman, she's a woman. She made it, she crossed over. Even though, who knows if she has connections. Maybe she did. Honestly, I don't care, alright? The fact that a woman made it is a big deal, so it's a big deal. Why is no one talking about it? Oh wait, because it's not bad news. Or maybe there's some certain things behind the scenes that I don't know. The matter of the fact is that her going and transitioning over there is so big for the women community, or just females that are capable. It just shows that it is possible for us to be like Lily, okay? Whether we have the connections and the networking or you do it all by yourself, it is possible. And that's why it's important that we talk about this, because let me sip my horchata. Unas días I sip the horchata. Her getting that late night talk show, you don't know how happy I was, you guys. I mean, I can't even describe it. I was super ecstatic. I barely even met Lily. I barely found Lily's channel this year or last year, and the only reason why, look how ironic, the only reason why I found her was because she did a Shane video parody about, you know, when all his series was coming out. It was so hilarious. It was so true. She just reminded me a lot of Saturday Night Live, to be honest with you. So I was like, oh my gosh, she's hilarious. So I subscribed to her. And of course, as soon as I subscribed to her, then I started seeing all these commentary channels just talk a bunch of trash on her and just roast her, you know, busting her balls, no pun intended. And they were just going ham on her over everything and anything, and I'm just kind of like, really? Like, really? You know, now that we talked about the positive thing, because, you know, I don't know if I put it in the title or not. I'm not sure if I did or not, but I don't know how I'm gonna put the title. But one thing, of course, that I wanted to address in this video is her tweet. Because when I started seeing a bunch of videos just commenting on the tweet that she made a couple of months back, a bunch of men jumped on the bandwagon and started talking baloney about her tweet. And to be honest with you, when I read the tweet and the way they were reading the tweet, because honestly, you guys, like, let me put it in perspective. When someone sends you a text, okay, someone could be like, hey, how are you? With an exclamation point. But someone could be thinking that you're yelling at them. Words can be perceived in many different ways when you read something. So when the men were reading her tweet over and over and over, and I was like, I keep hearing it. I was like,
she needs to stop complaining. She has bad content. The CEO, she's a woman. She's a woman. Why wouldn't she put a woman up where she needs to be? Stop blaming them. It's you.
I'm gonna go for each one that I because of course when I was listening to this, yes, I was getting heated. Because first of all, people who were commenting on this, you're not a woman. You don't know. I don't know about most of these commentators if they've had a job before YouTube. I don't know. And even if they have, it really honestly depends on what type of position you work in, where you actually will see discrimination within women and men. Whether it's position wise, whether it's money, you see it every day, everywhere. But it does happen. We do get discriminated a lot. And the way she wrote the tweet, this is what I got out of it. Because a lot of people got, a lot of men and commentator people, I haven't seen a girl comment on her tweet. Maybe it's because I haven't seen it. Maybe it's because it was positive and the algorithm didn't push it out on my trending or suggested feed. But when I read it, I understood her tweet, okay? I understood it in the sense of, yes, it's important that that list had at least a woman in there. I took it as like, it's important for YouTube to highlight women because it'll motivate other women to pursue that and say, oh, I can make it too. I can make that list. It is possible. So when you don't see a woman in the list, yes, it's gonna make it seem like, what's the point? What's the point of me trying? She did all this work and look at her, she's not even there. And honestly, you guys, there's a lot of other YouTube women out there that might have made more than her or less, and they're still not on the list, okay? And what I got out of that tweet was, racially, yes, you know? If there's not enough people of color in the list, yeah, it makes you feel like then only a certain amount or a certain type of person or ethnicity can make that list. And that's just the reality of it, okay? It happens everywhere. And don't tell me it doesn't, okay? Because there's a lot of YouTubers that I have never found, that I found through other people, depending on their ethnicity, okay? It's the reality. I've never seen any of the people that I follow that are Latinos ever be on a trending page. Rarely do I see them be on a trending page, and they'll get millions of views. Why are they not on a trending page? Why? So that's just the reality, you guys. And if they don't want to be real about it, and like I said, yo, I'm sure there's probably stuff behind the scenes that I don't know about, but stop putting her down about what she's trying to say. Don't misread the tweet, because the reality is, you guys, even if it's a woman as a CEO, because this is the thing that kept irking me, because I kept hearing this over and over and over. A woman's a CEO, the woman's a CEO. It doesn't matter. Newsflash, women hate on each other. Women see each other as competition all the time. But I know that that's our problem within women, and we need to work towards that. We need to come together and actually work together like men do, okay? We need to model those positive behaviors. We need to come together as a tribe and stop working against each other. Let's lift each other up. And that's just the reality. It doesn't matter if a woman's a CEO. It doesn't matter if the woman is a boss. I've been in a situation where I've been in a sexual harassment situation in a job, and my boss was a woman. She didn't do nothing about it, okay? She didn't fire the guy, all right? So I ended up quitting, and she was a woman. Did she have my back? No. And another woman who saw this happening to me, and I asked her to do a statement, did she have my back? No. And she's a woman. So what was your guys' point? Like, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little heated, because the reason why I get so upset is because it breaks my heart, because if it bothered me, can you imagine if other girls were watching? So, okay, that's out of the way, right? The whole CEO, so please shut it. I never want to hear that again. I never want to hear that out of someone's mouth, that just because a woman's a boss, she's gonna have a woman's back. Hopefully, we could start changing that now. Hopefully, okay? Because that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to back up Lily, all right? Because she's a woman, and I understand what she meant by that tweet, okay? So the other thing that I wanted to also talk about was them talking baloney about her content. Her content is pretty decent, and it's good, okay? It just depends on the audience, and it depends on how old you are. A lot of older people who are barely getting into YouTube will enjoy her content. Maybe not the younger people anymore because they're over it, but new people that are coming in, yeah, they still enjoy her content. And I'm gonna give you a little kicker here, you guys. Okay, so this is something that I've been observing a lot. The only reason, and this is my opinion, what I think why a lot of commentary channels are popping off is because they're all men. And a lot of people who are on YouTube are a lot of little boys, a lot of young men go on YouTube, okay? Rarely do you see women. You rarely see girls really do YouTube, and if they are, what are they watching? Guy content. There's not enough women content out there that's being pushed out. It's not. What you guys do when you comment, you guys are just roasting people. You guys are basically behaving the way you guys behave when you're with your friends and you guys are busting each other's balls and you're talking shit, you know, right? You guys talk shit, whatever, yeah? I know that. I see it. I know. All you guys are doing is modeling that in video, and the boys are responding because you're relatable. You're doing exactly what you're doing on YouTube the way guys would do in real life. When you guys bust each other's balls and you roast each other and bias information. We all have biases, you guys. I'm not trying to say I don't have any because I know I do. But the thing is that you have to be aware. You have to be aware of your biases. You just do. You do. And yes, I am very biased over this situation, and that's why I'm super passionate about talking about it. And that's why, even though it's been months after everything has died down, I still had the urge tingling in me to make this video because it irked me so bad how they kept dragging her the whole way. Quit tooting your tootie toot toot toot, okay? Quit tooting your horn, all right? Okay, thank you. I hope you guys understand that. I need to take a break. I hope people understand what I was trying to say. I can't change people's minds. That's the whole point about it. But I'm trying to give other people a different perspective of seeing how what she probably meant on her tweet, okay? Because reading that tweet, I'm telling, when I read it and then when other people read it and what they got off of that tweet, I was like, how the fudge did you get that out of that? I want to end this on a good note, okay? I don't know if whoever watched this video actually finished it, and hopefully they still to the end, because I always want to end it on a good note. I just want any YouTuber, okay, who's thinking about commenting on something. I know that we need to jump on trends really quickly, okay? I know we do. But before something triggers you and it pisses you off, I really, really encourage you to wait a while, okay? Think about it. 2 days, gather some information, ask yourself why you're upset. You know, really think about it. You know, before you jump and do a video based off of your anger and your biases. Because believe me, I wanted to jump on a lot of things for a long time. Especially this whole Lily thing. I kept thinking over and over. You know how angry I would have sounded if I would have done it right when it happened. I mean, I don't know, but maybe it should have been better when I talked about it when it happened. But honestly, it drained me and it actually hurt my feelings when they were talking about her that way. And that wasn't even a long follow. Like I've only been like subscribed to her for like a month or two, and it hurt my feelings over what these commentators were saying because you guys are going out of context. Like you guys don't know if that's what she said. You're just assuming based on a tweet, and then you're asking, whoa, her numbers are falling. Yeah, because you guys are feeding this narrative in a little box and feeding it to people and saying, yeah, he's right, when you guys ain't right. So, okay, I'm getting wound up again. But I hope you guys learned something from this video. I really hope it encourages other people to really just think before they react on something and base like a certain statement and kind of turning it around and assuming, because it hurts people. And you guys are not just hurting Lily, you're hurting other women who understood what she was trying to say. And other women were probably scared to speak up because you guys thought you knew everything. And that kind of sucks. Drinking my horchata, you know? Horchata, that's what you said in Spanish, horchata. But if you guys are new to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe and do not forget to turn on the notification bell so you guys know when my next video is gonna come out. And you know, if you guys are new to my channel, I really try to post videos that will help you mentally, mental health wise, mental wealth wise. I do work for a nonprofit organization. I'm a community wellness specialist, and my specialty is working with kids and the youth that have depression, anxiety, anger issues, and defiant behaviors. So a lot of the stuff that I do out in the community in my full-time job, I really try to implement it in my videos for free so people can learn, because these type of services don't really exist outside of nonprofit or through Medi-Cal, sadly. So that's why I try my hardest to give this information out there for the ones that want to learn, you know, and want to better their lives. So, and of course I bring in topics from different areas, certain situations in my life and my situations that I've gone through and still going through in regards to therapy, because I've gone to therapy since I was 14 years old. So I have not only received services, but I'm giving services. So it's kind of like what is that? A circle of life. It's kind of interesting. I hope that you guys can join me and come with me on this journey, and you guys can learn why I learn from you and you learn from me, and we can break the stigmatism within the mental health community, one day at a time, one post at a time, one video at a time, one conversation at a time, being real at a time. That's the most important thing. The most important thing, okay? See you later. Bye-bye.
In America today, do you feel that women still need to fight for equality?
Yes.
Why?
Just look at the GOP. I mean, where's the representation? I think that's the thing, coming from Texas, being surrounded by a lot of conservatives, and knowing representation is important, knowing that people don't know what they don't know, and if there's not a female voice there, or a woman of color, or a trans person to bring these issues up to the table, it's not going to get dealt with. There's not going to be any type of solutions or policies or programs that go into play. And I'm at the point now where I don't think the government's the end all be all. I think it's time we have to save ourselves. And so I think that that's kind of what we have to come back to, is grassroots activism and being the help that our communities need, because we see the need. They're very visible to us.